winning the conference title for the first time in many years.
That'll be great. We're going to switch it over to public address announcer Tom Farrell, a longtime Dakota State athletic person, including athletic director, and he was on all sorts of conferences and conference assignments in the SDIC, taught both athletics and computer science for the team. So we'll turn it over to him. Alexandria Monroe with the national anthem, and we'll get to some.
Correction, it wasn't Alexandria Monroe, it was Hannah Mendel.
Ah. Wasn't Alex, maybe she was scheduled to sing.
Maybe she was, but she was not the singer.
That's who. Okay, so let's get the lineups.
Now the starters for your Dakota State Trojans. Number 3, Allison Kielson. Number 6, Kaylee Vanderwall. Number 8, Kirsten Johnson. Number 9, Alicia Karsh. Number 12, Carly Roselle. Number 13, Tessa Wheeldryer. And number 14, Chelsea Davis. Head coach for the Trojans in her 7th season is Amy Wienhoff, assisted by Megan Kusler. Today's officials are Terry Munson and Jean Ellis. Dakota State University and the North Star Athletic Association appreciate good sportsmanship at this afternoon's match. Please promote the players, coaches, and officials in a positive manner. Let's play volleyball!
And we got the handshake to open up the game, a sign of sportsmanship between two teams.
That's what I love about everybody's fired up about this.
And it's always a joy in home games. You got the opponent side cheering pretty loudly, and then you just got the home crowd just kind of settling together and saying, "Let's do this. It's a home game."
Yeah, this is terrific. Now, notice there are quite a fewer players for Bellevue today. There are only 4 who are in uniform on the bench right now. So, given normal substitution patterns, everyone will be playing, and they may actually have some fatigue, Andy, especially if it goes to a 5-setter.
Yes, considering that there's 7 DSU people on the bench, so there's 3 more bench players for DSU than there is for Bellevue.
Yeah, and that's down a little bit from the number we dressed on Thursday night against Briar Cliff. Of course, they had a junior varsity match as well, so I believe they may keep those JV players on the bench and in uniform, even though they wouldn't likely play. So Allison Thielsen's going to get us started, and she gets that first serve in. Bellevue, big hitter right away. It's going to hit off the beam. That's in play in the Dakota State University Fieldhouse. In fact, to get a pretty good shot out of that. Davis gets it to Roselle, and it's a free ball for Bellevue. Keep that thing in play. Wow. Thielsen and Davis do.
Davis.
Alicia Karst has to bring that over, but big hits already. That's out.
Wow. At that point, All-Star with Chelsea Davis there with the grab, as we were talking to assistant coach Megan Kusler, that she's filling in the big hole from the graduate Kat Gonzalez very nicely.
Very nicely. So blocked ball by the Trojans goes out of bounds. We're back to a 1-1 tie. We're just underway. First set. Rachel Wald, big hitter, will serve it over, and it's going to turn out for a point Trojans. Wow, that's not the intention, but.
Yeah, it really looked like she was bumping it to another player teammate on the team, and then it just kind of went over the net, and then it was kind of miscommunication by Bellevue that it just, no one kind of hit it. So it's a nice grab. And that got the corner.
It did. Again. 2-2, Trojans and Bruins here at the Dakota State University Fieldhouse. First set, as we mentioned, we'll keep you in tune with this game as well as the Trojans football game. Kirsten Johnson in now for the Trojans as well.
And I anticipate it to be a closer game in that football game than last week's 60-6 victory.
Yeah, that homecoming game, Trojans whipped on Trinity Bible. All right, here's Rachel Johnson. She'll be serving. 3-2 lead for the Trojans. Works out. Beth Walker, the setter, was trying to recover that one. It was hit a little too far, but Trojans were on top of that for the block and picks up the point. 4-2 Dakota State.
Needs 25 to win the first set.
Very nice. Marilyn Mazina, big hitter from Weeping Water, Nebraska, a freshman. Had a nice shot, but it fails to land inside the lines. Another point Trojans. Here's another one of those, but they recovered quickly on that. That was a nice recovery. The setter was able to go up and make that vertical just before it went over the net. Nice play.
Pretty nice name for a city in Nebraska, Weeping Water.
Yeah.
That fits the name.
Victoria Bowen, senior from Dallas, Texas, will be serving. That one's short. And are they gonna keep it in? Nope, can't quite do it.
home of a couple of very good landmarks
Yeah?
in Dallas with the 6th floor conservatory,
Right.
and as well as the Bush Library.
Yes, they're terrific. Here's a back set for the Trojans, blocked out of bounds. Kirsten Johnson, junior from Lincoln, California. Now another good hitter, Mackenzie Werner, freshman from Watertown, checks in. Thielsen comes out. Thielsen, one of 2 seniors on this squad. Boom. Oh, I really do like that serve that Roselle has developed over the summer. Here's Werner's first shot. It's recovered.
You kind of know when Roselle is hitting the ball because you can hear it in the stands. She's a firepower.
Oh, what a beautiful block by Werner. And Trojans are going to get their chance. And a nice play for the Trojans.
Great tip.
They are bringing more energy tonight. I think you were referring to that a little bit in talking to assistant coach Megan Kusler, and I think they've got it tonight. Here's Roselle again. Big sound. Boom.
Yeah, and in response to that, I was talking to their libero, Chelsea Davis, after the game, and she was pretty upset and emotional, as you can tell, after a 3-set loss, and she said that you can expect a rejuvenated team tonight.
Excellent.
That they are going to come out and try to get this victory.
And they have so far. Michaela Gillespie, also a big hitter from Bellevue, Florida, and now going to Bellevue University in Nebraska. Those 2 Bellevues are spelled differently.
She's I call her a motivation leader as well. As
Davis?
well as Kat Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Just like Kat Gonzalez was when she was playing.
There's Kylie Martin's shot blocked. And all of a sudden Bellevue comes back to tie this thing 7-all here in the first set. Best of 5 sets.
The 4th tie so far.
Taylor Holtz serve. And Werner's shot blocked back in. So Bellevue takes the lead for
their first lead of the game. They're 8-7.
Trojans' lead evaporates. Here's Holtz. Can they get that in? They do. Nice play by Johnson. But that'll set up nicely for, oh, what a block, too. Martin, I believe, got that one. Keep that in play. They do.
Very nice dig.
Now the Trojans have a nice chance. Here's a back set to Martin. Goes for the corner. Buries it.
Oh, man.
Kylie Martin.
That was a beautiful hit.
Junior from Dakota Dunes, South Dakota.
And it looked close to be out. She clipped that corner. That was a beautiful hit.
Here's Chelsea Davis going for the far corner. Oh, tries.
So they call it hit the net.
Oh, that's a good question. What is that call? No, it went Bellevue's way.
But I was saying DSU hit the net.
DSU hit the net. Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Because the ref instigated that.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Here's a short set. Oh, they got to hustle for it. They do. Werner's going to get the swing. Bellevue cross court. That's right in the net. Rachel Wald is a sophomore from Omaha, and she can get up and she can swing, but in that case, just the timing wasn't right. Put it into the net instead. 9-all tie, and here's Kaylee Vanderwall serving for the Trojans. Can they get it? They do. Here's a back set to Karst. Oh, beautiful hit, and that's going to score a point. Alicia Karst, the senior from Las Vegas, Nevada. Vanderwall serving with a 1-point lead here in the first set. Wald again. Can they get that? Nope, too much. Again, off the block. 10-all tie. I don't know if I can handle 5 sets of this, Andy, if it's going to be this close. Great match so far.
It really has been.
Here's Karst, gets a nice high bump. Boom. Nope, didn't go in for Tessa Wheeldryer, the junior from Parker. She had a nice look at it, but tried to go down the line, and it was wide.
Well, you can see Chelsea Davis is fired up on the floor. She kind of gathered her teammates there and saying, let's get going.
Boom, there it is. I believe that was Werner. So back to 11 all, and the rotation is complete. So Thielsen is back now serving. You're going to let them get in place. Recovering some volleyballs. Here's Wald. Goes, yeah, Karst gets the block. It stays and rolls down the line.
Yeah, those are the nice kind of lucky shots there when you get that block and it rolls on the net, because it's usually hard to get the ball out of the net.
Yep, very much. Now there's again, hits the beam, comes right back. It seems like most of the time, Andy, it'll bounce around a little bit. In that case, it hit the bottom of the beam and dropped to the floor too quickly for Bellevue to recover. Here's Thielsen again. She moves back and forth between those serving corners. Yep, that'll stay on the side of Bellevue. A block Carly Roselle was indicating. And here's a timeout for Bellevue. Trojans, and again, they're really trying to get some more emotion in this game, led by Chelsea. So no score yet up at Valley City. There's 4:26 left in the first quarter. Both teams advancing the ball a little bit. 4 first downs for the Trojans, 3 for Valley City. But really, they're still in the first quarter and no score yet. Jeremy Christner, 6 carries already. Jacob Giles, 2 for 2 passing. And a 23-yarder and a 13-yarder. Austin Opdahl, and Andy, you can tell a little bit about his last week, and Doug Hale each with a reception.
Yeah, last week, that 66 win over Trinity Bible, Austin Opdahl tied the school record for 5 touchdowns in one game. And it was quite remarkable.
Yeah, it was fun to watch, and he had a great game all around. All right, we're back, almost back in action after the timeout. Again, 3-point lead for Dakota State. Thielsen still serving. Again, she alternates back and forth from the corner, so this, you could tell this would be her 4th straight serve. Bellevue resets. Oh, nice block then by Roselle. Now they'll try the other side. That'll be deep. Hope Lembrecht had a nice look at that. Went for the baseline. Just fades on past. So Thielsen again seems to, a lot of good things seem to happen when she's serving. Center set. That'll be a point for Bellevue. And they break the streak.
Yeah, it was a little too high forward motion on that backhand shot. Just a little out of reach for Chelsea Davis. But they still have a 3-point lead.
All right, so here's Wald. Can they get it? Nope. Not quite. Service winner. Rachel from Omaha, 5'8" sophomore. Bellevue trails by 2. Here's what up in the rafters, but going to be time for Roselle to hit that. That's going to be a back set for Bellevue, blocked and in play. So Bellevue storming back, now only trail by 1, 15-14. First set here at Madison, best of 5 sets. Thielsen gets a nice, here's a center from Wheeldryer, blocked back. Boy, since the timeout, Andy, that's Bellevue's been bringing it, and the Trojans have not been able to stop that streak. North Star Athletic Association conference play. Thielsen gets a nice, here's a center from Wheeldryer, blocked back. Boy, since the timeout, Andy, that's Bellevue's been bringing it, and the Trojans have not been able to stop that streak.
Yeah, Bellevue has been coming up nicely here in the last few set points.
Center for Karst. Oh, beautiful. She drops it over.
But DSU comes right back and scores.
Maybe we just should say that once in a while, and it would cause them to score.
Well, they always say when you ask, you receive.
All right. Kirsten Johnson checks back in. Nice deep serve from wheel drive. Boom. Wow.
Came right back and tied the game up again.
Huh. They're trying to get some things work out at the scorer's table.
Now, compared to these last two matches between
They're trying to get some things work out at the scorer's table.
Now, compared to these last two matches between Bellevue and Briar Cliff, there's not much size for Bellevue. I mean, they're both matched up nicely in this match. And Briar Cliff just seem to have a lot of tall girls on on their team, and Bellevue has a few.
Yeah, real leapers on that Briar Cliff team. So Trojans with a 1-point lead. Rachel Johnson, freshman from Jackson, Minnesota, will be serving. Nice deep one. Oh, beauty. Bellevue recovers quickly. Here's Roselle. It's a kind of a miss hit, and it works anyway. Take it where you can get it. She's going to hit more on the top of her hand than I think she intended.
18-16, Trojans.
Here's Rachel Johnson again. Boom, nice block. Will that stay in? Nope, it won't. As best you can, your outside blocker tries to angle that thing back so that if it does get blocked back into their court, that it'll go toward the middle. Nevertheless, you can't control that because you put your arms up, and if the spiker can glance it off. Here's a short one, but Roselle's going to get a hit out of it. It's off the post. And that is it out. Substitution. Again, 2-point lead for Dakota State. Carly Roselle now serving. Boy, nice.
Oh, nice dig.
Bump dig for
both sides.
Yes. Can they get it? They do. What a beautiful play. Davis gets a little top spin on it. And a back set. That's blocked, but still in play. Martin is able to keep that. Oh, goes for the corner with Werner. They'll try a short one.
Oh, my.
Goes to the back set to Carl. Roselle. Good swing, but it goes deep.
Even though that shot went out for DSU, that was a great play by both teams.
It sure was. (19-18) Trojans lead. Bellevue with the serve. Taylor Holtz. Boom. There's Werner, but they recover. Try to dink it over. Still got some time. They go for the corner, and that's going to be good.
Watch out, Dr. Richardson.
Wearing his Lance Berkman St. Louis Cardinals jersey today.
Yeah, he's a big St. Louis Cardinal fan.
Can't blame him. Here's Davis to serve. 2-point lead. She'll go a short one, and that's out.
You know, I might get on the highlight reel with Dr. Knowlton's drop popcorn in a basketball game.
That's right. All right, let's get a quick update again on the football score. Dakota State and Valley City State. End of the first quarter, no score. Again, both teams advancing the ball a little bit. 5 first downs for Dakota State, 4 for Valley City. Total yards, though, dominated by the Trojans, having 131 yards to 49. Through the air, 4 for 5 for Jacob Giles, and does include a 51-yard reception to Brendan Waldner. It's not a touchdown, but a 51-yard reception. Trojans have the ball as the second quarter starts. Let's get some stats here from the volleyball game. As you can imagine, a 21-18 first set score going to yield some pretty even stats. Dakota State leads in kills 12-11, although hitting percentage much higher for the Trojans, 241 to only 083. So in that sense, you're surprised that it's only 3-point difference. So we're back in action here. Chelsea Davis from Sioux Falls. Oh, that's nice volleyball there. Lauren Culpitz, outside hitter from Council Bluffs, gets the ball right where she wants it and is able to bury that. 21-19. Now Bellevue is serving. Addison Smith from Papillion, Nebraska is serving. Werner gets it over softly. This could be trouble. And they recover. Back set to Martin. Here's a cross. Oh, center set to Wheeldryer. She puts it in the net. Tessa, the middle hitter from Parker. Trojans lead now only 1. Let's see if they can convert here. Cross. Boom! And Mackenzie Werner.
3 away from set number 1.
Quick substitution. Karst comes in for Martin. Vanderwall in for Rachel Johnson. They could have called something there. They don't. That'll be out. Kind of a sidewinding hit there from Colpitz.
Now 2 points for first set win for the Trojans.
Let's see if Kaylee can. Oh my! Service winner.
That looked like a missed kind of bump there with Bellevue. They were trying to get to their teammate behind her, and it was a little too hard.
They try to get the set, and Davis is there. Oh, but she doesn't get it the way she wanted it, that's for sure.
Oh, man, that was...
Yeah, shoot. She was disappointed as soon as she hit that.
But even though it was a terrific effort by DSU, that for the Trojans to try to get that ball.
24-21, still set point, but Bellevue now with the serve. See what they can do with it. Karst drops it over, and Bellevue keeps it alive. They'll have a chance here. Roselle gets it started. Back set to Karst. She'll get a better hit, but still in play. Now Trojans with the free ball. Let's see what they do with that. Center, boom, Vanderbilt. They keep it going. This time Werner blocked. Good point all around, but it goes Bellevue's way, and they're now pulled to within 2. Beth Walker serving, and we got a timeout. Score 24-22 at set point. And we will keep you updated as to, let's switch over to that football game again. Just underway in the second quarter, but Trojans score. Let's see what we've got here. Robert Johnson, the rushing touchdown. And the point after touchdown by Nick Behrens is good.
So Nancy takes a 7-0 lead in the second quarter.
Yes, they were just from the 2-yard line. So 7-0 Dakota State. We're just underway in the second quarter. Again, that's also a North Star Athletic Association. We're ahead of Tom Farrell on this. He announced it to the crowd. We already had our listeners are ahead.
They are. We are the voice of the Trojans.
All right, we're back in action. And so Beth Walker will be serving, the senior from Dubuque, Iowa. Let's see what the Trojans can do with this.
I've been in Dubuque, Iowa.
Yes, indeed. So here's Bellevue. Roselle gets a nice one. That'll be set to Werner. She drops it over. They still get it. A little collision. So it'll be a free ball for the Trojans. Mackenzie Werner again. Point Bellevue. They had a couple chances at that, but now pulled to within one. 24-23. Still set point. Walker still serving. Trojans would like to wrap this up on this point. Boom! Tessa wheel dryer.
Nailed it.
And Trojans pick up the first set, 25-23. Wow. That was quite a game, Andy. We've got a couple minutes here break. Why don't you get us a little bit of statistics here. First, let me remind you that the Trojans are still at home for a while, so come on out to the DSU Fieldhouse if you can. Next weekend, Valley City State and Mayville State both coming to town, both conference rivals. That'll be a Friday night and Saturday night. The Mayville game on Saturday night will be preceded by a junior varsity match at 5:30. So be sure to come out and watch the Trojans for that. So,
and we've also got a DSU football game next Saturday.
Right,
as well.
right. That will be Dickinson State at 1 p.m. So afternoon football and evening volleyball. So Andy, you got some first set statistics there for us?
I do. For Dakota State, for the Trojans football game, they are leading 7-0. Robert Johnson, 18 yards with a touchdown. 14 for Christner. 10 for Giles. 4 for 5 for completions for Jacob Giles for 93 yards. Brandon Waldner, 1 reception for 51. Austin Opdahl, 1 for 23. For Valley City, Demario Fair, 22 yards rushing. Jacob Dulio, 20 yards rushing. Passing, Curtis Walls, 7 for 9 for completions. 1 interception, 35 yards. 13-yard receiving for Colby Lum. Tyler Eukstead has 12 yards for receiving for Valley City. They got 5 first downs for DSU, 7 for Valley City. For this volleyball game, we have Rachel Barr for Bellevue with 1 assist. Addison Smith has 1 assist and 1 kill. 2 kills for Michaela Gillespie. 7 total assists. Marilyn Mazzina, 3 kills for DSU. We got 1 kill by Allison Thielsen. 2 for Kristen Johnson and Alicia Karst. 3 for Carly Roselle. 1 for Tessa Wheeldryer. 4 for Mackenzie Werner. And 1 for Kylie Martin. For statistics.
All right, I think we're going to get started here. We'll have to catch up during the next timeout. So, Trojans lead 1-0. We're underway here in North Star Athletic Association. Action here at the DSU Fieldhouse.
DSU's fired up.
I think a modest crowd on hand. Not very many students here today, but enthusiastic nonetheless. All right, we're underway. Here's Wheeldryer, who got that game-winning kill a few minutes, or a set-winning kill a few minutes ago. Gets the first one here. Roselle, and then the winner. So Vanderwall comes in. Oh, excuse me, Kirsten Johnson comes in. Vanderwall's already in there. And it'll be point Trojans. Take a quick 2-0 lead. Wheeldryer, junior from Parker. Got that kind of hop-step serve. Boom. Now Roselle will answer. Kind of a bit of a little kind of a throw there by Wald. Didn't go. A sophomore 5'8" outside hitter. And Wheeldryer will serve again. This time a bit of a lob to the center. That'll be out. Just barely. 4-0 Trojans here in the second set. If it goes 2 or 3 more, I would expect Bellevue to call a timeout to try to halt it, but Wheeldryer's serve sails long, and they get the point anyway. Here's Wald's serve, handled by Davis. Karst is going to get a swing, and it works. Again, just 5 subs for Bellevue, and as far as I can tell, at least 3 of those are playing in the rotation. Another point for the Trojans. They're starting to put it together now, 6-1. Attack percentage still favoring the Trojans nicely. But Shayla Scanlon comes up, freshman, Plattsmouth, Nebraska. So 6-2, second set. Trojans won the first set, 25-23. North Star Athletic Association conference match here at Madison. Aaron Warren. And a glance is off a blocker, and that's good. I believe everyone has played for Bellevue. Trojans not quite there, but oh, what a save by Martin. And Davis gets it over. Good for her. Both. Can they keep this alive? Again, they got one more shot, and Rachel Johnson will get that. Back set for Bellevue. Davis comes up with it. Oh, said she touched the net, I think. No, double hit.
That got Coach Feenhoff there a little jumpy there because she thought that was a winner for the Trojans there.
Yep.
She's all fired up there in the sidelines.
Can't blame her, can we? All right, 7-3. Martin tries to dink it over, doesn't work. A nice block by the Trojans. Roselle gets it, back for Martin. That's down, that's good. 8-3. Kylie Martin, I think, off to a nice start here. It's her third kill. We're just into the second. Oh, nice deep serve. That might have been long had they let it go. Couldn't really tell. Block, that's out, and point goes to Bellevue. Nice block, but it fell on the other side of the line. 8-4. Taylor Holtz set to serve. Davis now to Werner. Oh, that's going to go. 8-5, Bellevue creeping back. Boy, both teams really want this conference match. Wald, again, starting to get it back. She had a streak there where she wasn't hitting quite as well. Now she seems to be back at full force. 8-6. Wheel dryer, that's blocked. And it's Johnson's going to get over, but there'll be a back set for the Trojans. Nice hustle. Who's got this? Nice deep corner shot from Johnson. Oh, it goes out. Nice block for the Trojans, but it just spun out of bounds. And the Bruins now back to within 1 point. Valley City has tied the game on a touchdown pass from Curtis Walls to Zach Schmidt. Extra points good. We're back in action with volleyball. They'll go deep on that. Roselle told Davis, don't, let it go, let it go. And Chelsea pulls her arms back, and it did. Kaylee Vanderwall now ready to serve. Blocked, and
Playing Bellevue.
Bellevue roaring back. So they trail by just one. Addison Smith will serve, the sophomore from Papillion, Nebraska. Not far from Omaha. Werner tries to drop it over. This could be trouble. Oh, but it goes long.
Ooh.
Trojans were fortunate in that situation because that was they got the spike just about where they wanted it.
They actually called it on Bellevue.
Oh.
Point.
Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. It must have glanced off someone's fingers because the call was out. Good hustle from Holtz, trying to dive into the corner. Don't dive into the stands, folks. Just
Yeah, we've had some broadcasts in the past with those bleachers. You always want to be safe when you're near those, considering we don't have any padding there.
The fans are saying that was a throw, and I agree with them. It was not a hit. You can't throw it over. It has to be a clean contact. Boom, like that. But Bellevue is able to recover, and they'll get a nice swing out of this. Here's going to go cross to Carly. That's a long. And Bellevue takes a second set lead, 11-10.
Still modestly early in the second set.
Yep, we're not quite yet to the halfway mark. Thielsen gets it up. Center for boom for Roselle. Trojans will try again. They drop it over. They'll get a chance to get a hit here. And again, that's Wald. She's swinging away.
11-3 run by Bellevue.
Now 5 kills for Rachel Wald, ties her with Gillespie for the team lead at 5. Here's Karst, gets a nice swing. Who's going to get this one? Thielsen will do it, but she couldn't quite get enough on that. Attack percentage for the Trojans starting to drop a little bit overall. They're at 200. and Bellevue's has risen to 167. We're in the middle of the second set. Bellevue Bruins leading the Dakota State Trojans 13-10. Trojans having won the first set 25-23. Let's get some individual statistics for both teams. First for the Bellevue Bruins. Kills, as we mentioned, led by Wald and Gillespie with 5 each. Scanlon with 4. Beth Walker with 3. Marilyn Mozina with 3. For the Trojans, 5 kills for Carly Roselle, 4 for Mackenzie Werner, 3 each for Kirsten Johnson and Alicia Karst, as well as Kylie Martin. Assists, Beth Walker, 18 of the 21 for Bellevue. A little more spread out for the Trojans. Vanderwall 8, Rachel Johnson 6. Here's Walker serving, gets it to Davis. They'll go wheel dryer. Now Scanlon, that's good, 14-10. Bellevue starting to stretch it out a little bit here in the second set. That's out. Good eye by Allison Thielsen. And Wheel Dryer will come up to the service line. Short. That running set. Oh, I don't know how Allison got that, but she did somehow. Here's Wall. That's well out. It's like a baseball bat when she swings that thing. Boom. Here's Wheel Dryer, the knuckleball. That'll end up being a service winner. Trojans creeping back in. Now they trail by just 1. Trojans going to have a chance with Karst. Oh, what a shot, Alicia. But Bellevue keeps this in play. Trojans will have their chance. They're going to Roselle in the corner. Boom. Point Trojans. They tie it up here in the second set. And timeout Bellevue. Nice run there, Andy, for the Trojans getting back in this second set.
It sure is.
Remember to stick around. We'll have a third set for sure. Hopefully just one more if the Trojans can keep going here. Dakota State Trojans football team has scored again. They now lead 14-7. A Giles pass to Bobby Tisch. Looks like a 44-yard touchdown pass. Point after by Barron's good. So Valley City has the ball with 9:25 remaining in the second quarter. And again, Trojans leading that 14-7. Valley City now has 11 first downs to DSU's 9, but total yards still favored Dakota State, 206 to 153. Team statistics for volleyball here. Bellevue leads in kills 24-21. Attack percentage goes to the Trojans 185 to 153. That is narrowed a lot. Here's Wheel Dryer with the serve. Oh, beautiful. Dink over the top from Shayla Scanlon. 6'2" freshman. And so the second set is tied at 14 all. Boom. Vanderwall, a nice hit, but Bellevue recovers. Now Trojans are going to get another try. Roselle, that's blocked. And point. Wald serving, but Trojans are going to be able to get a hit out of this. Karst backs off a little bit, and Bellevue couldn't handle the bump. Johnson and Martin back in for Vanderwall and Karst. Rachel Johnson with a nice serve. She'll get the back set to Martin. That doesn't go anywhere. Now Bellevue back to the 2-point lead, 17-15. Roselle gets blocked. That's out of bounds, though, and point goes to the Trojans. Just gets over on Roselle's serve. Boom, blocked, but in play. To go for the corner, Davis gets that to Rachel. Oh, a little miscommunication there. I think Gillespie was thinking that was going to be a quick set. Roselle, well, takes a little something off this one. She's been banging those serves. Now she gets one in. This one's up in the rafters but doesn't touch anything. Roselle. Who's going to have this? Martin. And Kirsten Johnson can't finish that off. Bowen's serve. And beautifully dropped over by Werner. And this match, or this set, is tied again. Trojans would love to get a streak going here with Davis serving. She goes way long on it. Not even close. She's disappointed in herself there. You want to keep that thing in play. You do want it back typically, but now 19-18 Bellevue. Martin gets the swing. And Wald gets it over. Oh, beautiful from Johnson. And point Bellevue. Werner drops it over. That's good. (19-20) Trojans trail by one as Vanderwall serves. Blocked by the Trojans. Oh, man, how did that get back? Crowd didn't like that. And Trojans score anyway. Got a few vocal fans here tonight, Andy. The crowd isn't big, but they're making some noise.
Yeah, it's not very big, but they are definitely making noise.
Here's Kaylee's serve. Nice swing by Wald. Boy, she can hit. Just a sophomore, 5'8". Rachel Barr back in. Again, everybody's playing for Bellevue. That's in. Now we're getting to crunch time, Andy. 22-20. Second set, Bellevue leads, and they have the serve. Boy, that had been a couple inches longer. It would have been tied 21-all with the Trojans serving, but that's how volleyball works. Werner drops it over, no good. Cross set to Wald, that's blocked. Now they're not sure who's going to take it, but Werner, long point. Wald blocked. Oh, what a play, but good hustle. Both the hitters, Werner and Roselle, trying to dive for that, and Trojans will take a timeout, 23-20. Let's get some team statistics for this match. Bellevue extending their lead a little bit in kills, 29-25, and now have taken the lead in attack percentage, 184 to 173. They're hitting 262 in this, 279 in this set. So a huge improvement over their 111 in the second and in the first set. Assists now led by Bellevue, 27-21. They lead in digs, 42-38. Trojans, however, 4 aces to just 1 for Bellevue.
Update from Valley City. Valley City kicked the field goal. Trojans are still up by a 14-10 score late in the second quarter.
You can hear Tom Farrell scooping us on that Valley City Dakota State Trojan football score. DSU leads 14-10 in that conference match up at Valley City, North Dakota. Well, we're more worried about volleyball, Andy. We're down 23-20 here in the second set. Need a streak right here. Trish Seidlich, the coach, is. Oh, and there's one of the points right away. Now set point for Bellevue. They lead 24-20 and serving. Dakota State's going to have to put something together here. Oh, nice. Oh, what a beautiful bump from Roselle. Goes all the way across court, right on the money, and Trojans bury it in the corner. 21-24, and one of DSU's best servers in here with Thielsen. You go cross court to Wall. That's blocked and in. Looks like Karst got that one. 22-24. Every point counts. You got to get every one. Thielsen switching to the other side for her serve. Not a perfect bump, so Trojans should have a nice opportunity here. Goes to Carly Roselle. Boom!
Oh, man. Carly Roselle with a huge point there. Man, that's fun to watch.
And Bellevue calls a timeout as the Trojans roar back with 3 straight points, including last year's conference freshman of the year, Carly Roselle. Boom!
Man, just buries it in the corner.
That got the crowd going, and so Bellevue calls timeout. Again, it's awfully close here. 24-23. Set. It remains set point for Bellevue, so Trojans have to win one more to extend this game. But they seem to be on a roll, and that's exactly what Bellevue's timeout was intended to do, is stop a little bit of momentum. Trojans lead 1-0, and we're just at the end of the second set. See if the Trojans can send this to extra points. Have to win by 2. We're going to 25. There'll be a bit of a break between sets 2 and 3, about 8 minutes. But right now we're completely focused on the match in front of us. Thielsen continues to serve. Trojans trail by 1, 23-24. She puts it in the same place now. Service, ace.
Ace, tie game.
Holy smokes.
Man, how the tides have turned.
That was timely. That would be a huge comeback, and you know it's Allison Thielsen there at the service line doing this. She goes to the same place. Now they'll go to Wald. She swings away, and they get the point. No, it's still in play. Davis trying to keep it going, and they do! What a play!
Oh, man.
Now Trojans are going to have a shot at it. They go to Roselle. Boom!
Oh, that gets the crowd going.
Woo!
Nice point by Chelsea Davis right in the back corner. Oh, my. And another win by Roselle. Oh, this is a great match.
Here's Thielsen. She's serving. Set point Trojans. That's out!
That's
and
out.
To win the set.
6 straight points.
Oh, my goodness. Unbelievable.
Man alive. 6 straight points.
Oh, goodness gracious. Trojans down 24-20, face 5 set points in a row, and pull it off and end up winning that set, and they lead 2-0. So we're going to take a break here. We'll be back in about 7 minutes. Some stats, analysis, and the third set here at DSUathletics.com. right, we're back in action. Sorry for the delay. Trojans trail the third set, 1-0 after having won the first two sets. Both remarkably close sets. 25-23 in the first, 26-24 in the second, including a 6-0 run to finish that second set. Nevertheless, Bellevue comes up with the first 2 points in this set. Yes, and Roselle's going to pick up the kill. Some statistics after the first two sets. Total kills, Bellevue leads 30-28. We're back to live action here. Can't quite get that up. Attack percentage, Dakota State 202, Bellevue 161. Individually, Carly Roselle, 9 kills. Mackenzie Werner, 8 for the Trojans. Rachel Wald, 8 for Bellevue. Boom! And here's Roselle doing what she does best. Rachel Johnson in to serve. Trojans trail 2-3 here in the third set. Trojans up 2-0. Boom, another Roselle. She keeps trying it, puts it in. So they said in the net, even though it appeared to be a winner. That's long. And Bellevue now extends its lead to 5-2 here in the third set. Beth Walker ready to serve. 5'9" senior from Dubuque. Center hit for Martin doesn't go anywhere. Trojans are trying their best to keep the momentum going. We heard a lot of cheering during that break to try to keep that excitement going. Kirsten Johnson gets a nice hit, but Bellevue recovers. Now Trojans are going to try again. Fairly soft one by Roselle. Here's Wald. Davis, that's going to hit, and it stays in play because that's on the Trojan side. We'll explain that rule further later. Oh, and they somehow, no, they say it hit the floor. (7-2) Bellevue. And Walker still serving. Back set, boom! Nice block by Roselle. And they drop it right over after that. Timeout, Trojans. Well, this third set hasn't started off the way the Trojans wanted, certainly. 8-2. I think they may just need a little break here. Let's get an update on that football game. Dakota State leads Valley City 21-10. Looks like plenty of scoring. They're still in the second quarter, just 41 seconds left before half. No score in the first quarter, then 31 points scored in the second quarter. Total yards up now over 500, 290 for DSU and 242 for Valley City. Passing, Jacob Giles 9 for 13 for 206 yards. That's in the first half. Two touchdown passes. Rushing, Jeremy Christner, 10 carries for 48 yards. Robert Johnson, 6 carries for 18. Giles has 3 for 18. Hagen Hines, 1 carry, no gain. So we're back to volleyball. Davis is going to dig that out. Boom. And nice swing there by Kirsten Johnson. Middle hitter from Lincoln, California. Trojans trail 3-8. Carly Roselle ready to serve. Is that big hit? Walled. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to say Trojans were in the net, even though Rachel Johnson had a wonderful save on that spike from Wald, who goes to the service line now. Werner, nice block. We'll give credit to Scanlon for that block. 6'2" freshman. She may still get taller. Tough one. Nope, they said she was in the net. Nice try there. But this game, this set at least, has been all Bellevue so far. 11-3 they lead. Again, Trojans in the net. Timeout, Dakota State. 12-3. Game 3 attack percentage, an unreasonable 700 for Bellevue. Negative 83 for Trojans. That's completely skewed. Overall, of course, it's much closer than that. Overall percentage for Dakota State. 167 now. Again, they're probably each around 200 if they wouldn't have done this. Trojans led that statistics after 2 sets nicely, but again, this set has been all Bellevue. They lead 12-3. Trojans up 2 sets to love and continue to serve. Rachel Wald delivering on offense, certainly. She has 9 kills. Werner, but it's blocked. Now Trojans are going to get a chance here. Werner. Nice block by DSU. It's quite a point. All these blocks. Couldn't quite get it in. Both teams playing well on that. You can't fault either side for that particular point, but Trojans need to stop this streak here. They'd prefer not to go to a 4th set. Vanderwall comes in for Martin. There's not much going Dakota State's way, but there it is. Maybe that's the break we needed to get. Kaylee Vanderwall drops it over. The junior from Volga saw an opening and took advantage of it. Davis ready to serve. Trojans trail by 10 in this set. Vanderwall hits from the middle, blocked. Now by 11. Aaron Warren, freshman from Papillion. 2 players from Papillion, a freshman and a sophomore. Probably teammates in high school there. And Trojans let that one drop on the line. I don't know if timeouts, Trojans have taken a couple already, if that would help. I think you just have to play your way out of this one. (17-4). Bellevue leads. That's out. Karst in. See if she can deliver some offense. Nice recovery by Bellevue. Boom. That's blocked out, so point Trojans. That might be the break that could turn the tide a little bit. Still a 10-point deficit. And Vanderwall goes for the corner, and she gets it. They're going to say a net. A lot of net calls here for the Trojans. Amy Wienhoff putting her hands in her, covering her face. That'll be short. And a successful block again. Boy, they've really stepped up the blocks. Extends Bellevue's lead to 13. Bowen's ready to serve again. A senior, 5'10". That's short. Karst is going to get that one. But she gets the swing. Oh, Trojan block. That's going to be out. Trojan point. See if they can get a run going here, Andy. Just somehow get back in this set. And there's probably no one better to do that than Allison Thielsen. And Allison saves this one. That's out. Nope, they said that was glanced off a block, so the point goes to Bellevue. That might be the tide that turns it. 20-7, a real blowout in this in this third set. Trojans lead 2-0. There's the Carly Roselle we know. Kirsten Johnson comes back in. Oof. Wow, nice swing for Gillespie. 21-8. There'll be a shorter break again between sets 3 and 4. I think it's safe to say at this point that there will be a set 4. This one carries long.
Never say never. Set's not over till the fat lady sings. Still 4 points.
21-9. Bellevue leads this third set. Rachel Johnson fires one to the corner. But Wald comes back, and that's going to be blocked out. Point Bellevue. Substitution. Scanlon back in for the Bruins. Roselle's blocked successfully. 23-9. We'll give you some stats between sets here, as well as an update on the Trojan football score. Boom. That's out. Johnson had a wide open swing at that, tried to go down the line, but missed it. 24-9. Thielsen tries to get it in the corner. Nice shot, but looks like good recovery. No, it'll be too much. Too far off for Bellevue, and so Trojans get their 10th point. Werner checks back in for Thielsen.
14-0 run here. Just like the 6 straight points in the second set.
Wald, 2 straight, and Davis digs out 2 straight. Meanwhile, Werner gets it. They try to drop it to the middle. Roselle's there, though. Back set to Martin. That'll bounce in Trojan territory, and that's the end of the third set. Trojans dropping a decisive game. Holy smokes, 25-10. So there'll be a short break here. And I'm going to ask Andy to give you some statistics and on both volleyball and football during this break.
From Valley City, the Trojans lead by a 21-10 halftime score. Valley City Vikings attempted a field goal in the closing seconds, and Danny Jordan blocked the attempt. So it's a 21-10 Dakota State lead at halftime. Speaking of football, the next
Well, as our announcer Tom Farrell stated just a few seconds ago, the DSU game is actually not at halftime. They are in the third quarter now, 13:07 remaining, so about 2 minutes has gone by in the third. DSU leads 21-10. And for that game, we got 12 first downs by DSU and 17 first downs by Valley City. For rushing, Jeremy Kirchner, 48 yards, 18 for Robert Johnson, and 18 for Jacob Giles. 9 for 13 for Jacob Giles in passing. 206 yards, 2 touchdowns. For receiving, Brennan Wallner, 51. 44 for Bobby Tisch, and 1 touchdown. 40 for Doug Hale. Zach Wilkinson, 25 yards, 1 touchdown. 23 each for Ross Knopdahl and Preston Nordling. For Valley City, 50 yards for Jacob Julio, 34 for DeMarco Fair. For passing, Karis Walls, 17 for 29. 1 interception, 166 yards, 1 touchdown. For Colby Lum, 64 yards receiving, 26 for Tyler Eukstead, 22 for DJ Edwards, 21 for Zachary Schmidt, 16 for Josh Insana, 13 for Mark Zinke. For the volleyball, we got 10 kills by Michaela Gillespie, 7 for Marilyn Mazzina, 4 for Beth Walker, 10 for Rachel Weld, 7 for Shania Scanton, 3 for Lauren Colpus, 3 for Lauren and Lauren Lambrick. For DSU for volleyball, we got 1 kill for Madison Thielsen, 1 for Kaylee Vandenwall, 4 for Christian Johnson, 3 for Alicia Carr, 12 for Carly Roselle, 2 for Tessa Dreyer, 9 for Mackenzie Werner, 3 for Kylie Martin. For stats, we got 43 total kills for Bellevue, 35 for Dakota State. Attack percentage, we got 213 for Bellevue, 125 for Dakota State. 38 assists to Bellevue to 30 for Dakota State. Diggs, 52 to 51, Bellevue and Dakota State respectively. 2 aces for Bellevue, 5 for Dakota State. For blocks, 12 for Bellevue, 4 for Dakota State. Game 1 percentage, 171, DSU 111 for Bellevue. Second, 233 for DSU, 208 for Bellevue. Third, negative 107 for Dakota State and 500 for Bellevue.
All right, we're back in play. Bellevue picking up the first 2 points of this fourth set. Now the first 3 points. Again, those attack percentages so skewed. 500 for Bellevue and negative 80 or something for Dakota State is what defined that third set. And off to, I'd say, a fairly close start of this half, even though the points are 3-0 Bellevue. They've been competitive, all competitive points. Now 4-0. Victoria Bowens ready to serve. Again, Scanlon's the only player for Bellevue over 6 feet, but several players kind of in the 5'10", 5'11" range. Boom! There's our Kirsten Johnson, middle hitter from California. Picks up the first point for the Trojans. They trail 4-1 here in the third set. Let's see if we can get this thing back in action. Chelsea Davis serving, gets a nice deep serve. Back set, blocked. Wheeldryer had blocked it, but couldn't see it after the block. That'd be the point at which you'd get that thing back up in the air. 5-1 Bellevue. Boom! Nope, that's out. Big hit from Tessa. She's been playing well this year, but it just goes outside. 6-1 now Bellevue. There's Kylie Martin. And she comes out. Karst comes in. Johnson out and Vanderwall back in. And Kaylee goes right to the service line. That's in. 7-2. Quite a roll here this last set in a fraction. 32-12 scoring differential. Alicia Karst is going to change that. Now Allison Thielsen tries to get the Trojans back in this. There's a throw. No call.
That's like the third one tonight.
I know. I'm not sure I've seen that called much all season. Maybe they've changed the rules modestly on that.
I don't think so, because Coach Wienhoff was talking the ref there.
Roselle, a little bit of an off changeup. Boom! There's a block for the Trojans. Let's see if Wheeldryer can get some points here from the service line. Trojans down 8-4 in the fourth set. They lead 2-1. Thielsen tries to go across. cross court, but hits the net and comes back in. Now Davis checks back in. Johnson, and it's a winner. 5-9, Trojans keeping it at about 4 points. Let's see if Rachel Johnson can get some points started here. We're in the fourth set. Trojans lead 2-1. Best of 5. Oh, service ace for Rachel Johnson. Freshman from Jackson, Minnesota. I think she's got a bright future, Andy. She just looks poised, and she plays well under big situations, and just a freshman. Here's Roselle, drops it over. Can they keep this alive? They do. Here's going to be for Roselle. Blocked. Back to a 4-point differential. 10-6, Bellevue leads. It's got to be exhausting for coaches. You go through the highs and the lows, and sometimes you wish you could get out there and hit them yourself. Here's Roselle across. Never made it over. (11-6) Bellevue. Davis with a nice dig. Good hustle on Thielson's part. So again, you might call that a throw in some circumstances. Who's got this? We got one more. Carly's going to drop it over. Boy, what an extended point here. But both teams playing well. Keeping this thing alive. Boom! Carly Roselle pulls off. Holy smokes. Whoever got that point was going to be rewarded, because both teams gave it all they had for a lot of points, or a lot of hits. And Trojans pull back to within 4.
Yeah, when you need points, give the ball into Carter's hands, because she'll get the point. A fireballer.
Can't quite dig that one out. Goes back to 5. It's been alternating back and forth for quite a while. 12-7 Bellevue. Long points in this set. Bowens getting the serve in. Now Werner gets it. They'll have time. Boom! There's Martin. Beautiful hit by Kylie. She has 5 kills. Oh, that's tough to get.
A good effort by Davis.
13-8. Now Trojans have a chance to. Oh, they don't take advantage of it. Double hit, they said here on the Trojans' part. So now a 6-point lead for Bellevue. Approaching the midway point of this set. That's out. And we'll call a timeout for Dakota State. Let's get another football update from Valley City. Trojans lead 21-10. Just 21 seconds left in the third quarter. A little unusual in the fact that it was neither team scored in the first quarter, 31 points in the second, and none in the third. So all the scoring in the game has occurred during that crucial second quarter. Again, Trojans on top now, 21-10. Individually, Jeremy Christner, 10 carries for 48. That hasn't changed a lot lately. Trying to see where that looks like maybe Valley City is getting some time of possession. Giles 9 for 13 passing for 206 yards. That's what he had. Okay, I'm sorry. That was misleading. There was 20-some seconds left in the halftime, so now we're starting the third quarter. So no wonder the statistics hadn't changed.
The last time when I read it, it said the third quarter.
Yeah, it said third quarter, but it still was halftime. So now it says 15 minutes left in the third quarter, and that makes sense. So we're back to live volleyball. Werner's going to get, and that may pay off. Nope, it's going to be. Boy, these girls can keep it alive. Everybody can. That's the hallmark of these teams. Oh, that's going to sail out.
You know, I've been saying, it's been close in that first set. And then that second set, Bellevue, was ahead 24-20. And Dakota State came back with 6 straight serving points there to win that second set to go up 2-0. And after the break, Bellevue has come back with, I don't know if you want to call it vengeance or what, but they really had a good halftime because they came out early, hard hitting these last 2 sets.
They sure have. They lead by 7 in this fourth set. Trojans lead 2-1. Another little bit of a throw. Again, not doing that. Werner gets it across. Bellevue's going to have a chance at a nice swing. They go short. Karst dives for it, but no luck there. Fourth set's starting to get a little out of control here. Again, we empathize with coaches who are struggling to get the right combinations here and say the right things. Karst goes to the corner. It's good. 17-10. Trojans trail. Allison Thielsen heading to the service line. Let's see if she can get 4 or 5 here to get back in this set. Blocked out. Wald again asserting herself.
Now, if you're Bellevue, you want to keep this momentum going to tie this match up at 2 apiece. But if you're Dakota State, you really don't want to have to force that 5th set tiebreaker, considering you went up 2-0 in the beginning.
Bellevue successfully blocks again. Boy, they've had great defense tonight. (19-10). Bellevue serving. I think Roselle's getting a little tired, actually. She's had so many swings. And we're going to call a timeout. Let's get some updated volleyball stats. Now, kills led now by Bellevue. 52-43, attack percentage 227, 101 for Trojans. Boy, that has fallen substantially. They hit 233 in the second set, -107 in the third, and -26 in the fourth. So that's Dakota State's downfall there. Assists led by Bellevue, 46-37. Digs, 72-67. It's a lot of digs for both teams accumulated. DSU still leads in service aces, 6-2. Individually for kills for Bellevue, 13 for Michaela Gillespie, 10 for Marilyn Mosina, and 11 for Rachel Wald. For Dakota State, 13 for Roselle, 9 for Mackenzie Werner, 5 for Kylie Martin, 6 for Kirsten Johnson. We're back in play, hits the beam, and that's going to be another point Bellevue. 21-10. And you see the DSU coaches just slumped over. Not sure how this is going to be corrected if they have to go to a fifth set. There's a block by Bellevue that gets it back. 22-10. Trojans kept it close for a while in this fourth set, but Dakota State now trailing by 12. There's a point. But you know, they don't, even the Trojans don't have the same enthusiasm after a point that they did, because they know they haven't been able to deliver much. 22-11.
No, it's you don't know what is really going on when you're up 2 sets to 0 and coming to the brink of getting this match tied, and you don't know if it's fatigue or mental or emotional or just anything, but Bellevue just really came out in that halftime just on fire.
Rachel Johnson about to serve for the Trojans. See if we can get a few points rolling here. Oh, Thielsen with a great stop there. Dropped over. Martin tries to go for the corner, but successfully recovered. Oh, how they get these is just remarkable, but it's on the other side of the post there, so Trojans pick up the point. They now trail 23-13.
Now, for those who don't know volleyball, in games when it goes to the fifth set, it doesn't go up to 25, it goes to 15.
Right, so it'll be a faster third set. We'll see if both teams can get plenty of energy to give it their best. 24-13 as Johnson's serve sails long.
And I would say if Bellevue wins this fifth set, that's going to be a big momentum changer there for each team.
And that's the end of the fourth set. Bellevue pulls it off, and now so they're going to have the a coin toss. Apparently that will determine, I don't know if that determines side or serve or what that does, but
yeah, to see who serves first.
All right. So we'll have about a 3-minute break here, and we'll be back with the crucial fifth set here on DSUathletics.com. We're back here at the Dakota State University Fieldhouse. Trojans and Bellevue Bruins tied at 2 sets apiece. And we're approaching the 5th and deciding set here in North Star Athletic Association Conference Volleyball. It's like Allison Thielsen will be serving for the Trojans. First 2 sets won by Dakota State. Next 2 won by Bellevue. And both teams are going to give it everything they've got here, Andy, for the last deciding set.
As they should.
So here's Allison Thielsen. Let's get this thing started. Nice serve to start. They go cross. That'll be just a little bit of a fire back in the DSU huddle there after a little lengthy time. It's possible. I didn't really see I don't remember the beginnings of those last 2 sets. It's possible that's the first lead they've had since winning the second set.
That is the truth.
So now Trojans have a free ball. Let's see what they do with it. Boom! Tessa wheel dryer. Get the crowd back in this thing. 2-0 DSU lead. It's early, but remember, we only go to 15. So every point counts. Haven't been get quite the bumps that they were earlier. Bellevue's at least. Here's Karst. That's good. There's a 3-0 Trojan lead here in the 3rd set. Oh, my. All the emotion, spirit for these teams. Certainly we get caught up in it. The fans get caught up in it. Thielsen's going to go from the far side. Nice deep serve. Back set. Davis calmly gets it up. Roselle throws to the corner. Not throws, sorry, hits to the corner. Center spike. And recovered. Boy, Davis covering a lot of ground back there. Karst. Let's see if they can get something here. Oh, how they keep these things alive is just extraordinary. Boom! Trojans! 4-0 lead. Fans pounding the stands to try to get some enthusiasm going here.
Long time coming.
Thielsen goes to the side. Nice serve. Back set. Can they keep this in? Oh, good hustle.
A little too hard there with
both Vanderwall and Davis doing everything they can. They both swing at it from the floor. Nice 4-0 start. Now 4-1. And Bellevue will see what they can do with their service. Taylor Holtz, sophomore from Omaha, will get this started. Here's Davis, pretty well straight up now. Roselle's going to get a swing. 3/4 speed swing. Walled, big hit. That's a point for Bellevue. They roar back now to come to within 4-2. Again, we're going to 15 in this 5th set. Hang on, fans. Holtz goes short. And point Trojans. Boy, that's a big deal. You never want to lose that serve if possible. At least keep the thing in play. 5-2 Trojans. Oh, my. I can't even call that one. It was so fast. Wheel dryer serve barely made it over. Bellevue brings it back. And a timeout, Bellevue. Trojans lead 6-2. Oh, my goodness, Andy. This is too much for fans like us. We feel like we got to get out there and sweat with the girls. All right, so let's talk just about this 5th set, since it was pretty well matched. 2 sets all. 2 wins by the Trojans, 2 wins by Bellevue. But in the 5th set here, Trojans now 500 attack percentage, 111 for Bellevue. 4 kills for DSU, 2 for Bellevue. Overall, we're now up over 100 kills. 55 for Bellevue, 49 for the Trojans. So games 3 and 4 heavily dominated by Bellevue. Early start, early lead here for DSU. But things can change quickly, so both teams, again, focused on every point. 6-2, Trojans lead here in the fifth set. And Tessa Wheeldryer, junior from Parker. And they keep it alive. They're going to go Roselle down the middle. She goes deep. Still in play. Walled block. Trojans point. Rachel Wald is a great hit, but Trojans defended it. Here's Wheeldryer, goes deep again. But Bellevue comes back, picks up the point, and gets the serve back. Addison Smith, the sophomore from Papillion, ready to serve. Right now, Bellevue trails by 4, 7-3 here in the fifth and deciding set. Trojans going to have a nice look at this one. They do, and that's Carly Roselle. Boy, she has really carried the water. Okay, now they're switching at 8 points. Again, the only sport I know of where you change benches or dugouts or whatever in the middle of a match, in this case, the middle of a set. So no advantage goes to either side as far as the court. Naturally, the court is as even as it can be. There might be some circumstances, some gymnasiums where the light might be different or something, but beautiful Dakota State University field house. And some recent remodeling, and just a great venue for basketball and volleyball. Roselle now 17 kills on the night. Trojans lead 8-3. Rachel Johnson's going to serve here for the Trojans. Wald gets a hit, but Davis calmly comes up with it. Now we're going to go to Roselle again. She goes calmly down the line. Wald, no, just doesn't have enough on it. Tried to change up. Didn't go for that big hit and wanted to go down the line. 9-3. Trojans lead, fifth and deciding set. Rachel Johnson, freshman from Jackson, Minnesota. Nice serve. What are they going to do with it? They drop it in. Nice play by Bellevue. 9-4. And the serve's going to go to Beth Walker, senior from Dubuque. Davis is going to handle it. Roselle, the big swing, but in play. Back set. Johnson goes to Martin. That's good! Kylie Martin gets to the floor. 10-4 Trojans. Boy, they don't want to lose any momentum here. We'd expect Bellevue to call timeout just to stop the momentum sometime soon. Oh, it sails long. She didn't go for the top spin serve. She just hit it flat, and Roselle's serve sails. 10-5 now. Bellevue back to within 5. Wald serving. Hits the net twice and stays in on the Trojan side. So we'll have a free ball here. Trojans have plenty of time now themselves. Drop it across. It didn't work. Oh, my goodness, Carly Roselle, what a stop there. These girls giving it everything they've got. Blocked and win for the Trojans. Point now 11 for Dakota State. They lead 11-5 here in the third set. Wheeldryer back in. Davis set to serve. Some big plays by the Trojans. Chelsea gets this thing in play. Blocked again for the Trojans.
Oh, man.
12-5. And there's the timeout from Bellevue.
And the crowd goes roaring. They're on their feet.
I need oxygen.
Well, this has been a really big matchup here today.
Oh, my
A
goodness.
5-set thriller.
Oh, indeed. 5-set thriller. Take a break here. We've just got 1 minute before we get back in action, but let's give you a quick update on Dakota State's football score. We know you're all volleyball fans, but let's give that anyway. Trojans lead 21-10 still. No score in the third quarter. Again, all those points scored in the second. Valley City has the ball. 2nd and 5 on the DSU 26, so they're threatening. Trojans still leading in total yardage, 350 to 272. 216 through the air. Giles 10 for 17 with 2 touchdowns. And a long 51-yard reception to Brendan Waldner. Doug Hale, 3 receptions for 40 yards. Leads the Trojans in that category. Here's Chelsea Davis. She gets her first serve nicely in and digs it out. Here. Martin, she's going to go across now to Werner. Good defense by Bellevue. No fatigue here in this 5th set. They're all going for everything they got, and they drop it over. That was Wheeldryer. Beautiful placement. Now Trojans lead 13-5. We're going to 15. And Davis here ready to serve another one. She puts it right in the middle of the court. What's Bellevue going to do with it? They go across. Boom, blocked, but in play. And Bellevue comes back. 13-6. DSU leads here in the 5th and deciding set. Erin Warren about to serve, the freshman. She'll be trying to get Bellevue back in this set. One short. Now they'll have to get a free one, and that's out. Lost opportunity for Dakota State. 13-7. Need 2 more points if they can scramble for a couple here. Davis with a nice bump. Martin with the hit. And Bellevue's going to have a center set. That's out. 14-7. Vanderwall and Karst check back in. Martin and Rachel Johnson out. And Kaylee Vanderwall will be serving its match point. Can they keep it alive? They do. Trojans, what a recovery. They do it. Can they do it another? No, not this time. They'll call that a double hit. That's probably a good call. As much as we're rooting for the Trojans, we have to acknowledge that. 14-8 remains match point. Bowens set to serve. Here, North Star Athletic Association conference match. Just need one. It's not going to be this one. 14-9. Bellevue's hanging around. Trojans would like to have one perfect bump set spike for the win. 14-9. Bowen serves again. Davis gets the first. And Bellevue stays in play. They do. Who's got it? Oh, no. Werner didn't see it coming back off the beam. So now 14-10. Timeout. Trojans. Bellevue hanging around. Again, it's match point. Every one of these could be the end of the match, but Bellevue hanging around.
Yeah, it's just like the beginning of this matchup. DSU won the first match closely. Second one, the Trojans came out with the last 6 points to win 26-24 to go up 2-0. And Bellevue came back strongly with 2 strong set wins. And this third set, DSU, the Trojans, were just up 14-5, a 9-point lead. And now Bellevue has came up with 5 straight points to tie it at 14, or get it to 14-10 now, deficit for Bellevue. And DSU just needs one more to win.
So Bowens will continue serving. Hopefully this is the last one. They get a, and that's a point Bellevue. They stay in the match. 14-11. Remember, have to win by 2. First one to 15. Trojans nicely off to a big lead. Narrowed my Bellevue. For the winner, nope, doesn't get it. Bellevue's going to try again. Bit of a throw, and that's good. Bellevue now 14-12. Match point. And that's it. The Trojans win.
Wow, what a thriller. Oh,
Tessa Wheeldryer with the victorious glance off the block. Holy smokes, what a match.
That was a thriller. That was a definite thriller.
So stick around. We expect DSU assistant coach Megan Kusler to come up and visit us up in the booth. Remember, this is the 5th match of an 8-game homestand. We urge you to come back next weekend. It'll be Friday and Saturday against conference rivals Valley City State and Mayville State. Both those matches starting at 7 o'clock p.m. for the varsity. Football, of course, next Saturday as well, so that will be a 1 o'clock game. So watch the football in the afternoon and get the volleyball in the afternoon. And then one of those, Andy, is it the Saturday night game where after the basketball, they'll have an alumni basketball game. Isn't that the 17th?
That is correct.
So we'd urge you to come out and see DSU play all 3 sports.
Yeah, so it's going to be a DSU weekend for the campus next week for sports. Got a volleyball game here at the field house, then the alumni game right after, and then right next door a football game. So you got to maybe try to get to all 3 or at least get to 2 of them at least.
Maybe coming to the tailgater too. Why not? And
oh yeah, there's a tailgater.
Is there? Well, maybe I can't speak for that, but why not? Let's have one, even if there's not a big one. Just have it out the back of your car. Oh goodness. So here comes Megan Kusler. Andy, we're going to ask for your headset there, and we're going to let Megan come and. Do you need oxygen or anything before the interview?
No, I'm good. Might pass out here. We're not sure.
Well, we could talk all day, but let's get a few impressions. Trojans win first 2 sets, get blown out in sets 3 and 4, and come back and win the 5th. What's the secret?
You know, I wish I knew. I don't know what we left in the locker room in between sets 2 and 3, but I'm glad we somewhat found it in the 5th. Yeah, it was just a roller coaster. Honestly, I'm waiting to get off here, but yeah, I don't know what it was. I mean, it comes down to straight up offense.
Attack percentages were
awful. I mean,
yeah.
0 and in the negatives, and they're peaking at 379 and 281 in those sets 3 and 4, and so obviously that's the game right there. And blocking wise, they had 19 in 5 sets. That's crazy, and I think they got 7 in set 3 and 5 in set 4. I mean, that's just, we had 8 total. So, I mean, they almost outblocked us just in that one set there. So,
wow.
Our hitters offensively, we just had to find shots and quit giving them easy points just by hitting it into their, large block. And they're great blockers, but there should be no reason why they had 19 on the whole game. So,
but I will say that it felt as though that this whole match hinged on the first few points of the 5th set. When the Trojans picked up 2 or 3, I think they went up 4-0 before Bellevue scored a point. That gave the girls the spirit back that they had been missing.
Well, and that's what we just talked about before the game too, is, coming out with fire and jumping on other teams, because, in the last few games that we've had at home is we've come out to slow starts, and that's not typically us. And in the beginning of the year when we've been playing well or doing well, we've usually jumped on other teams, and lately we've kind of been letting them take the lead and us trying to fight back. So that was a point of emphasis before the game, is to really jump on them earlier. And in sets 1, 2, and 5, the ones we won, that's what seemed to happen. We can't dig those giant holes like we did in 3 and 4 and expect to come back and win that game.
Bellevue brought fewer players to this match. They only had, I think, 4 or 5 substitutes. Nevertheless, it appears as though both teams were fatigued at the end of the match.
Yeah, I mean, they played last night, and I don't know what the rest of their week was like, but any 5-set match, and when it's kind of crazy the way our game was today, that's definitely going to wear you down. And us playing on Thursday, even though we lost in 3, in a whole week's worth of practice, and it just it comes down to the focus. And they we talked to, they're a young team. I mean, they're right side and they're outside. They're only freshmen, and another one of their main players is only a sophomore. So I mean, they're a very good team for being young, and they have a senior setter, and she really runs that team for them. So I think maybe that's what gave us the edge too, is being a little more upperclassmen-like, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
a little more experience.
I think experience paid off. So they did certainly play good defense. You talked about the blocks, but also they took a lot of our best shots and dug them out and kept the ball in play.
They sure did. I mean, dig-wise, they had 87. We had 84. That's crazy. Chelsea, ended up with 28, and their girl came up with 22. So, I mean, right there, dig for dig, it was there, and that's what I'm talking about. It really comes down to the offense. Serve receive, or serve and pass, we had the +2 on them, and maybe that gave us the edge in sets 1 and 2, and probably in 5 too, since they were just such close sets. But we really need to focus on focusing. In the 5th set, there's no reason they should have went on that run. I think it was like 14-7, 5 or I mean, yeah. I think it was like 13-2 or 3 at one. But it was just ridiculous. And like I said, there's no way that last set should have been a 15-12, especially when we had the lead we did. So focusing on focusing is a thing we struggle with, and we really need to continue to get better at that.
Great. Well, again, we're in the this is game 5 of the 8-game homestand. So we'll be back next weekend. Those will be back-to-back nights. Big day for Trojan sports, of course, football, volleyball, and then an exhibition basketball against the alumni. So I bet it'll be fun for everybody.
It will be. And, I mean, like I said, this was a huge conference game for us. They're in our division, and it came, I really feel like this game is going to determine who has home court advantage for first round of our conference tournament. So that was huge to get that win at home. And, hopefully when it comes down to it, we don't need to travel and go see them for their first round. They can come back to us. And next week is 2 more big, huge conference games. And like you said, a big day in the Trojan Nation here. So
Trojans go to 6-2 in the North Star Athletic Association. It's a great place to be. And again, those 2 matches next week. So come out and support the Trojans here at the DSU Fieldhouse. And Megan, we thank you for coming up again, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for putting up with me.
That's assistant coach Megan Kusler. We are grateful for her coming up to the booth afterwards, and we will wrap it up here. A thriller for the Trojans, 5-set victory over Bellevue, Nebraska, conference rival, and so Trojans now head to 14-12 overall, 6-2 in the conference, and looking forward to next week's matches. So for Andy Hunter, I'm John Hunter. We'll see you next time on DSUathletics.com.